TikTok for the first time. And, kudos to my homie, Nuru Zachariah, for encouraging me to get on this platform and try to build a following. I was kind of hesitant at first. I kind of didn't know what TikTok was. I was kind of, hesitant, not really understanding, the powerful platform that it was. I gotta think, Trump was trying to take it down. He did take it down for 24 hours, so that intrigued me to really want to get into TikTok. And I want to give respect to Nuru that's Nuru Zachariah. You can follow him too, man. That's my boy, man. He encouraged me to come here and to try to build a platform on TikTok. And, he was my first follower, man. So that's what's up, man. He's a real one, Not only did he encourage me, but he was my first follower, man. Nuru Zachariah. We go back to middle school, man. He was rapping, man. The playground, man. Basketball, man. Our history goes big. Now he's a respected entrepreneur. He's a spiritualist. He's a nutritionalist. He has his own business in Arizona. Follow him, man. Nuru, that's Nuru Zachariah. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Shout out to Maya. She followed me second. My gamer friend, loyal friend. Shout out to Mayanda, aka Maya. She's a real one too, man. Second follower. Shout out to Trey, my third follower, my homie that I worked with for 6 years, the big homie from AutoZone. 6 years we was in the grind together, man, and we were like freaking frack. Wherever Big Travis was, Big Moses was. Like, hey, man, where Moses at? Where Travis at? Hope you doing good, brother. Thank you for following me. Those are my 3 followers. So before I get into this, the reason why I'm creating this content, I just want to say, it's a journey, man. It's a journey to really create your own vision, create your own story. Shout out to Kickback Jacks, by the way. They got the bomb coffee. This is that Kono coffee, man. Pure. It don't need to be integrated with no sugar, no cream, just pure, organic coffee. Really, really good. Kickback Jacks and Rancho Cucamonga. So yeah, before I get into this though, I just want to give a shout out to Marquee Books for making this cover. It's an awesome cover. Reedsy.com for the editors that I had, and just the great feedback that I got from them. Kingdom of Solomon, Advocators of The Shalosh. I made a video last week. You can check me out on Facebook, pretty much about the Shalosh and who they are. But today I want to talk about the characters' powers and how their powers are unique and how they were created. This is sci-fi fantasy. For those who don't know, it's called Kingdom of Solomon, Advocators of the Shalosh. So if you're a big fan of science fiction and fantasy and apocalyptic comic books from a black perspective, I recommend check this book out right now, man. It is on Amazon. It is on Barnes & Noble. And I actually did it differently. Like when I created this book, when I published it, I decided to go through Barnes & Noble's first. I didn't go through Amazon first like traditional publishers. I actually bought my own ISBN, invested in myself. I didn't take the free ISBN like most self-publishers do. But I bought my own ISBNs. I published on Barnes & Noble. I will be trying to get this on the bookshelf. I will be trying to do a book signing in Rancho Cucamonga. That's my goal. But I also published on Amazon as well, because I know you gotta be Amazon is the way to go if you're trying to get, sales and get a following. So, but what helped me out is to get a reviewing about this book. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with you, and I can actually, now that I'm on TikTok, I kind of felt restricted when I was on Facebook and Instagram because I have a lot of religious followers. So I'm kind of hesitant on what I want to say, if I'm going to be real, if I'm going to offend somebody. And people think, oh man, this is some devil stuff. No, this is, it's fiction. It's a creativity. It has some real social things that happen in this book that can connect to us as Black people. It is for, as a marginalized writer, we have very few opportunities in the areas of fiction and fantasy. That's why I shout out to Langston Hughes, who's a huge example, a huge inspiration for me to write. I used to love Langston Hughes' poetry. Octavia E. Butler, I used to love, her books. She was like the one that paved the way, for fantasy. So those two really had a big impact on me wanting to push this forward. But yeah, man, imagine if, Spike Lee and Tyler Perry came together, put their resources together, right? And they said, look, we're gonna invest in this Clark Vision, and we're gonna have our own studio, have our own comic book world that can compete with Marvel and DC. Imagine if they did that. Imagine if anyone did that. Not just them, but anyone. Clark Vision is my brand, but it's not just for me. Clark Vision is for anyone that has any marginalized writer that has a vision. Whether you're Latino or whether you're Native American, Asian. We can come together as marginalized writers. We can have our own universe. And imagine if Spike Lee and Tyler Perry just hired, a bunch of marginalized writers that, had that experience of life, and they brought it into fantasy, and we created our own universe, man. Just imagine how impactful that could be. So I'm gonna be real, man. This isn't just a gimmick. I put my heart and my soul into this. So if this book fails, I fail. If this book fails, we fail. Spike Lee fails, Tyler Perry fails, because this is a win for all of us. I'm not just trying to, I'm not trying to boast and trying to get 100% because Jay-Z has some knowledge. A lot of people said they wouldn't have a talk with Jay-Z, but Jay-Z spit some gems. He said, why would you want to own 100% of nothing? You can own 30% of something. So that was something that really stuck with me. Like, yo, man, I'm willing to invest. I'm willing to sell my idea, just to have that 30%, of something that the world can see. Because if you have 100% ownership and no one knows you exist, you're just gonna get walked over. And sometimes you gotta take that gamble and take that loss to gain. And to have something substantial so everyone can eat. So we can all can eat, like Joey Badass said, That's the weakness with the Black community. We don't come together. It's enough money out here for everybody. So Kingdom of Solomon, if you know someone with those incomes and willing to do that, willing to invest and willing to be in, part of this world and really believe in it, and actually read the book and actually say, okay, this is a dope book. This has quality. It's not just a gimmick. The content in here is really there. It's really like that. You know what I'm saying? So check out my website if you want to know more. It's clarkvision.org. Check me out on Facebook, MT Clark Jr. Same thing on Instagram, LinkedIn. You'll find me. I just wish that we can all come together. Like that. When I listen to Spike Lee's Mo Better Blues, And Denzel was like, how come we can't come together? It incenses me that as a black man in America, you know, I don't have my own resources. You know what I mean? Like, you look at the Swahili, you look at all these other cultures, you know what I mean? But when it comes to the black people, you know, we don't have nothing that we can actually take credit for and actually build a brand from. You know what I mean? Look at the NBA, look at the NFL. These are all brands that they own. Imagine if we owned our own brand called Clark Vision that could compete with the Avengers and the Justice League. That's the Kingdom of Solomon, man. Check this book out. Hit me up, check me out. I love you guys. Peace. God bless.